everyone, my name is Victoria and today I'm just gonna show you a simple tutorial on how to use a ring sling, how I use a ring sling with my 15 months old baby. And this ring sling has actually been with me for 5 years. I got it when my son was, I think, 7 months, and now he's almost 5, so it's been a while since I had this ring sling and I love it. So to start, we're gonna put the rings over the shoulder just like this, and you let it hang here, and then from here you're gonna have the tail of the sling under your arm, and then we have to gather up the fabric. So I gather up and I pull it up, gather and pull up, gather and pull up, all the way here, and we're gonna bring it over through the rings, both of the rings, just like this, and you let it hang down. You can straighten up the fabric here so that nothing is tied up, and then we're gonna take the whole tail and bring it through the rings just like this. Now I have it all bunched up but not evenly. From here I usually take my thumbs and I insert them into the rings and the fabric. I find both ends. One end is here, second end is right over here, and I kind of go through this to make sure nothing is bunched up. And from here I just tack slightly on the tail of the ring sling and bring it through. So I have it really tight right now. I need to make sure I have enough room for my baby. You can do it by inserting your arm in here and kind of see approximately where your baby is going to be sitting. The key here is to set up the ring sling the way that it's almost ready for the baby to insert, and like you don't need to do a lot of adjustments once the baby is in. This is the pocket where baby is going to be sitting. When you put the baby in, the ring should be right above the level of your collarbone, not too far. If it's too far here, it's not comfortable for the baby. If it's too up high here, it's going to be hurting the shoulder and the neck, so kind of like in between. But one tip is that before you put the baby in, you bring the rings up here so that when you put the baby in and adjust the sling, those rings are gonna come lower over to your collarbone level. So let's take the baby. Okay, this is my 15 months old daughter and I'm gonna put her in a sling. I'm switching to voiceover here, so we're gonna put the baby up on the shoulder, then grab the feet and guide them through the sling. And then from here, we have to bring those rings higher to the shoulder. Just as I said before, it's important because the slings will slide down if you don't do this step. Another important point is to do the double motion with your hands. So as I'm pulling the fabric up to her shoulders, I'm also tacking that fabric under her bum at the same time. That creates a seat, like an M position of the baby's leg, and it's the most safest position for all the babies in any carrier. So I decided to do another close-up on how to adjust the sling, because when I do it with my toddler, she usually walk around and she is fine this way, but if I stand and talk, then she's very impatient. So here it is. I put my doll into the sling and I tuck the fabric under her bum, and then I spread the fabric over my shoulder. And here I'm gonna start adjusting. So this top rail corresponds to this side of the tail, closer to my neck. I pull on it and I adjust the sling this way. Middle part of the sling is going to correspond to the middle part of the pocket. And then the last part, the last edge, it's farther up from my neck, corresponds to the bottom layer of the sling. So to adjust that, I lift the baby up a little bit to release the sling, and then I adjust it. That way you're able to move the sling the way you want to without it being stuck, because once you let go of the tail, then the weight of the baby is gonna hold all of this. And then from here I'm adjusting my sling, but because it was set up before I put the baby in, so it's pretty much not a lot of motions that I have to do here. But again, I'm showing you how to tuck that fabric under baby's bum so that there is this M position of baby's legs, which is the most safe position for healthy hip development. And we are pretty much done here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.